What I have to say is controversial. It's one of those things that could get you killed. One of those things that could get you ostracized, could get you in trouble, get you looked at harshly and differently. So if you have a weak stomach, don't listen to what I have to say. I'm going to keep it brief. Listen to these words. Oh, where is that band who so vauntingly swore that the havoc of war and the battle's confusion, a home and a country should leave us no more? Their blood has washed out their foul footsteps pollution. No refuge could save the hireling and slave from the terror of flight and the gloom of the grave. And that comes from a very famous poetic work. Can anybody tell me what it is? Anybody?
The National Anthem.
No. It comes from a poem called the Star Spangled Banner. Here we are. So-called
for the land of the free and the home of the slave.
As I said, suppression not only of our actions like voting, but suppression of information, misinformation, no information, things that make us ignorant to the truth, which there will never be liberty or freedom without the truth being exposed. That's why we're still going through this today, okay? So I've taken a whole different stance on the anthem because, first of all, how can a man who owns slaves have the nerve to write, "Land of the Free"? How can that be? Okay? So that it totally invalidates the anthem to me as an American citizen. That's why I chose God Bless America. I spoke with Sister Eileen. I told her I would not play. I would not be a part of it. The National Anthem is sung today. That's why we chose God Bless America, because it expresses more how I feel about my country than the Star Spangled Banner. And I'm sorry, soldiers. I know you go to fight for the flag. I am not knocking the flag. But in my opinion, if you want to look at it that way, but it's the way I'm going to live my life. I'm not going to try to be there wherever the anthem is being played. I'm not buying no more football, basketball, boxing tickets. That's my way of silently and peacefully protesting. I can't do it. I can't watch the Olympics, even though those folks are doing it for their country. And, it hurts me so bad to know that we allowed this to go on because of lack of information, but now we live in that age. So I urge everyone, if you're a black person, that verse you should know by heart. Okay, you should know that verse other than that. And then every time you hear that melody or hear those words, think about that. Because when Mr. Key wrote Land of the Free, he was not talking about you and me. He was talking about land where white men are free to own slaves. That was his vision. And that's the vision of America throughout history as we know it, and it proves itself. But now we can expose the truth. We've got our cameras. Anytime you see any act of injustice, racially motivated and hate, take a picture of it, but expose it for what it is, And please do the research. I don't need applause. Just go check it out for yourself. It's true. 90% of the places that I went to. And next year, I will describe you what that verse means. Because there is a meaning to that verse. The man who so vauntingly swore, he's talking about us. They swore to fight with their masters against the British. But to escape the oppression of slavery, they turned coat and went over to the British. And Francis Scott had a profound hatred for them boys. And he wrote about it. And he wrote it in such a way that is so eloquent. How can we not see what's right in front of our eyes? But what ended up happening was the suppression thing. We got to be on our young kids, those that are becoming old enough to vote. We got to be on them. Let them know that we have to use our voice, because I don't ever want to hear another person say to me that my voice doesn't count. Look what happened in this last election. We did that without parading out the battlefield before the battle ever happened. That's not how you win a war. You win a war by going there and doing the fighting. So, urge your soon-to-be voting kin to please do it. And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.